Hello viewers, good evening. Welcome back to Fine TV. I am Ismail Ajasi, your usual host, the IPR of the 14th Executive Council. It's been a while, we've not been here, and today we are here back for another interesting theme that we are about to discuss. Now that, the students within the School of Education have just witnessed the EDUSA Week 3.0. That was an activity that was conducted by the 14th Executive Council. So here we are discussing about that thing and also other sub themes that are related to that. So stay tuned. I'm here in the studio with my wonderful guest, who is no other person, the Secretary General of the 14th Executive Council. I will give him the opportunity to introduce himself. Mr. Secretary General, you can introduce yourself to the audience and welcome back to Fine TV.
Thank you, Ismail Jase, the IPRO of the 14th Executive Council of EDUSA. And good evening, viewers. You are viewing us from Fine TV, one of our media partners. Today, we continue with the EDUSA Hour. And as the IPRO has said, I am Bray Sow, the Secretary General of the 14th Executive Council of EDUSA. Today, we are back to the usual EDUSA Hour, where we will be discussing issues surrounding the just concluded EDUSA week and our subsequent activities, most especially our Grand Nationwide Tour. So follow us and you will get a lot from us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was the Secretary General of the 14th Executive Council, Bire. So yeah, as usual, so we'll be talking about that theme today. The theme is about the review of the EDUSA Week 3.0 and preparations ahead, for the EDUSA Nationwide Tour 2.0. EDUSA is a school that is, very much vibrant. It's already, in the four corners of the entire university. There's no school or student in the university, who is not aware of the existence of the association that is EDUSA. Currently, we hold that, crown, the sub-association of the year and also the student leader of the year was also from EDUSA. So we are here to discuss about that theme, the review of the EDUSA Week 3.0 and the preparations. So Mr. So, welcome, and I'm glad that you are here, with me for us to discuss about that. So we can delve into the theme, that is the review of the EDUSA Week 3.0 and also preparations ahead, for the EDUSA Nationwide Tour 2.0. This is going to be the first time. The previous council, the 13th Executive Council, they were the first council that conducted the Nationwide Tour successfully, though there were a Nationwide Tour before this other one, but there was a breakdown along the way. So, it was later revived by the 13th Executive Council and the process is continuing. That is why we are now calling it back as 2.0, but it was happening before. But it was no more happening then and it was revived thanks to the leadership of the 13th Executive Council. Before we move into that, let's get started, with the review of the EDUSA Week 3.0. Mr. Secretary General, you may tell us, some of the activities that happened there because we understand that the EDUSA Week, it was a whole week process from Monday to Friday, various activities and various media houses were there gracing the occasion. We have seen advert, on Fine TV and also on GRTS, 8 o'clock news, 10 o'clock news. The activities were showcased there as well. They were featured by those media. So let's talk about the first day of the activity. How was the opening ceremony of the EDUSA Week 3.0? How was it? Could you tell the audience how was the opening ceremony?
Thank you, Ismaila. It is, of course, incumbent upon us that when we stage an event, we have to come back and we evaluate how the event has gone, so that we will know our strengths as well as our weaknesses. So reviewing a particular conducted activity is something that should be done. The EDUSA Week, which is a culture of EDUSA now, this concluded EDUSA Week was the third edition of the EDUSA Week, and to me and to many, it is the most successful EDUSA Week. Looking at the number of days that we are covered, looking at the turnout of the students, looking at the activities that characterize it, looking at all those things, you will realize that it is the most successful EDUSA Week among all the three EDUSA Weeks that have passed through our history. The first day was the opening ceremony, which was characterized by symposium, where we have speakers from various stakeholders.
Okay.
speakers from some of our partners, speakers from various government departments or government authorities. And the first day started at 10 towards 9 o'clock, and it started by march past, which was covered by GRTS. After the march past, we were seated in the theater, School of Education,
On Fan TV. Yeah.
and Fine TV Good also was
They
there, one
were
of our
also there.
partners.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the reminder. Fine TV covered, in fact, one thing that we have to clarify is that Fine TV is the only media that covers the entire EDUSA week.
They were consistent
They
throughout.
were consistent, they were there throughout. GRTS was there, but only on the first day. But Fine TV was there throughout. So thank you
Thanks
for
to
that.
Fan TV.
Thank you
Yeah.
for that reminder, for the correction. So that was the first day, and the first day we have speakers from GTU, who was tasked to speak on the theme or on the topic, the roles of GTU in capacitating teachers in the combat against the use of harmful drugs. Because the theme of the EDUSA week was the roles of teachers in mitigating the use of harmful drugs. This
Okay.
was the role of this was the theme of the EDUSA
EDUSA
week.
3.0.
Yes, the third edition of the EDUSA week.
EDUSA week.
The
Okay.
theme was the roles of teachers in mitigating the
The
use
use
of
of
harmful
harmful
drugs,
drugs.
because we
Okay.
realize that
Okay.
the use of harmful drugs is nowadays very rampant, and teachers ask what one of the most important stakeholders in society. We have a role to play.
So that is what motivated you to come up with that team.
Yes, that's what
Okay.
motivated us
Okay.
to come
Okay.
with that team.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So the first day we have speakers from GTU, we have speakers from MOPSI,
Okay.
the DPS for MOPSI was there, and also we have somebody also from Drug Law Enforcement Agency Gambia.
Okay. DLA.
Yes,
Okay.
the advice, though we targeted the director, but the director was occupied, that he couldn't
Okay.
make
He
it,
couldn't make it.
but the
Okay.
advisor was there,
Okay.
and he also gave a very crucial and also a very educative speech. So that
Okay,
was the first day.
quickly, I think that is enough. Also, in the during the course of the EDUSA week, which of the activities was the most unique one, like on Monday, because there were a lot of activities that were taking place from Monday to Saturday. So, is there any activity during the EDUSA week that was very unique?
Yeah, if I will say unique one here, it could have been the maiden one, the one that has happened for the first time.
First time,
That
okay.
could be the face of EDUSA,
The first of EDUSA,
which
okay.
happened on
It has never happened
Friday.
before.
It has never happened Friday
Okay.
night.
Oh,
This
okay.
I would say was because all the others were happening. If you look at the previous EDUSA week, the first edition and the second edition, we used to have symposium, we used to have debate, we used to have health talks. Yes, we used to have supporting activities. We used to have award given, but the face of EDUSA, this is the first of its kind. So it could be the unique one here.
Okay, it could be the unique
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
and
yeah.
you also okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, face of EDUSA for the first time. I think that is a commendation
So,
from the
so, so,
yeah,
so, so, so.
for the 14 executive council
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
up with that, face of EDUSA for the first time 1.0,
yeah.
because this activity used to be conducted at the SU level. So if EDUSA is doing this, probably one could say they are preparing their people to go and contest. It's like EDUSA is all out. They want to conquer everything this year again. One could say that.
Yes, because we used to participate in the phase of UTG the
Okay,
previous years,
okay, okay,
and we compete competitively for that matter to
okay,
the highest level.
okay,
But
okay.
coming out as the victors is always a challenge. So we thought it wise that let's prepare the grassroots level. When the grassroots level is level, is well prepared,
Okay.
so that will at least
Yeah, it will
make sure
avail
that,
them that
yes,
opportunity
they
to
will
go and
have the
contest.
opportunity
Okay.
and the wherewithal and everything to compete at the
And
highest
quickly,
level
who
there.
are some of the sponsors? You understand that EDUSA is a non-profit organization, so you require that fund also, because the activity throughout, we have, realized that there were food were served, and water, it was served for students during the course of the week. So who were some of your, sponsors or donors that were helping you,
Yes,
to do that?
staging a week of activities, almost 6 days, 7 days of activities, where you have to gather people.
Mm-hmm.
You need to give them food. You
Mm-hmm.
need to give them water. You also need other resources that which all have to be put in place. So of course, it requires financial
financial
restraint,
strength
which the
capacity.
council would have found very difficult to execute
Mm-hmm.
without some supports. So
Okay.
of course we got supports
Support.
from
Okay.
our stakeholders, because when the
Okay.
EDUSA week was approaching or was coming near, we started writing. We use writings as one of our mechanism to tap funds, because when we came to office, the first thing we did was to visit our partners, revitalize the existing relationship which was there.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
also visit and establish new partners with other institutions like the Office of the Vice President.
VP. Okay. Okay.
We visited it to establish partnership with it for the first time.
For the first
We
time.
also visited other institutions, establishing partnership with them for the first time. We
Mm-hmm.
also renew existing partnership. So when the EDUSA week came, we just had to write
Okay.
and seek financial support, which we did.
So who are those people quickly? Could you mention some of the
Yeah,
sponsors?
MOPSI supported, of
Minister of Basic,
and Secondary Education
Secondary
supported,
Education. Okay.
GTU supported us, the
Okay.
Office of the Vice President also supported us.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So these are the three key, sponsors that
Yeah, these are the
supported
three
the
stakeholders
EDUSA
that
National
supported
EDUSA Week
us. Yeah,
3.0.
during the EDUSA week, yes,
MOPSI, GTU, and also the
and
Office
the
of the
Office of
Vice
the Vice
President.
President, yes.
Yeah, that is a commendation.
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah,
to these three people, the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education,
yeah,
the GTU, and the Office of the Vice President. And also, I'll use this opportunity to thank Fine TV as well. As you alluded in the starting of your this thing, when you were presenting, we
Mhm.
were talking about it. They were the only media house that was very consistent. They were consistent
Mhm.
throughout the week. From Monday to Saturday, they were covering all the activities.
Mhm.
I can remember very well, even on the Friday night, they were there covering the face of EDUSA, which was late
Mhm.
in the night.
Mhm.
So they were still there
Yeah,
covering the activity.
so I
So
think when it comes to media
media, yes,
partnership,
media partnership,
they are our
number one.
strongest
That is
partner, our number one partner.
very reliable
Yeah,
and
yeah, very
trustworthy.
reliable. And anytime we call them, they answer. Even last
Thank
year, the
you.
Nationwide Tour, they were with us throughout.
Throughout.
And this year also, we are expecting the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so they are a very reliable
Media
partner,
partner.
media
Yeah.
partner
Thank you,
that
Fine
we can
TV.
rely on. Yes.
Okay, after that, let's also look into this. As a council, since you've already conducted this activity, and you also mentioned one thing that during the course of the EDUSA week, that was a particularly unique activity. That was the face of EDUSA.
Mhm.
So far, so good. What is the experience you learned, as the head of the council administratively, as the administrative head responsible for various correspondences? What was your great, experience, or as a council, what, you know, your great experience you learned from this
Yes.
EDUSA week that you can
Yes.
share with the students?
Yes. Yes. I have learned a lot of lessons from the EDUSA week.
Okay.
Not only as an executive member, but
As an individual,
as
in
an
your capacity
individual,
as
and
the
also
Secretary General.
as a
Okay.
student of
Okay.
education students.
Okay.
But
Okay.
like one of the lessons that I have learned is that as leaders, you have to take the risks. You
Okay.
have to take the risks
Okay.
because so many people were with the mind that the EDUSA week will not have been
Complete.
successful,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
what has happened here is that we staged at a period whereby things were very difficult, and also we are staging it at a place that it has never happened. Faraba,
Faraba. Okay. It was the first time. Okay.
it's the first
It's
student
the
weeks
first
that
time.
has taken place in Faraba.
One could say the first student activity.
In
Yeah.
Faraba.
Yeah. In
So it
Faraba.
was, we were taking risks. So I have learned the lesson that actually that sometimes you have to take risks.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes no matter what the situation, no matter how rough the situation is,
Mm-hmm. You have to take risk.
you have to approach it.
Okay.
So this is it.
And
And
after the rescue, it was
yes,
a
yeah,
success.
it was a
It
success. Yeah,
materialized
yeah,
as
yeah, it
success.
was a success. So I also have learned another lesson that uh, most experience when it comes to the face of EDUSA, because we were always scared previously
Mm-hmm.
that when we stage the field of EDUSA, it will not work. Sometimes what people will say that in EDUSA you only have their old men and
All
old women.
women or married women
Yes,
also. So if you call, they will not
yeah,
respond.
in fact, it was in the policy of the Vice President Anna. It was in her policy that she wanted to introduce
Face of
field of
EDUSA
EDUSA
for the first
for
time,
the first time.
and it
So we
happened.
were all saying that will EDUSA participate?
Mm-hmm.
Will we have people to participate? Looking at the activeness and also the age of some of the students we have
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and their involvement, in other personals and,
Mm-hmm.
and, and, and
Mm-hmm.
family issues,
Mm-hmm.
would they participate? So this was certain things that we are trying to discourage us. But as I have said, we have to push and took the risks. So we have to implement that policy. And when it was implemented, dispatch was sent, people applied.
Mm-hmm.
So though initially we have challenges of people applying, but at the end we have people who applied and they took part in it, and
And
it is
it
very
was a great
success. It
success.
was a great
So
success.
coming into this
Yeah.
one also, that was a particular unique activity which also I want us to talk about it quickly. That is the awards ceremony. It took place on Friday. The Dean's Award of Excellence.
Yes,
Could you tell us what it is all about?
the Dean Awards of Excellence has been happening since the inception of the EDUSA Week 3 years ago. The
Okay.
fourth edition, it was the first edition that it was introduced. That was during the 12th Executive Council,
12
the
Executive
Council
Council.
of
Okay.
Mamadou Seydou Diallo.
Senegal.
The Council of Alassane also continued it, and when we came also, we also continued. And the Dean's Awards of Excellence is an award meant for education students who graduate with excellence and distinction
Distinguished grades.
in their various
Fields.
fields of studies.
Okay.
So we have various fields of studies in this education: English, history, mathematics, physics, biology, chemistry. So students who emerge or who graduate with the highest GPA
Okay.
in
Any
their
of this.
various field of studies
Mm-hmm.
are the ones that are given those awards. And
Okay.
also beside the overall best graduating students rather, is also given a special award,
Special award different from the individual award
different
given
from
to
the
each
individual field
field of
of studies
studies.
award.
So who was sponsoring this award entirely?
Is the dean.
The dean of the School of Education.
Yeah, the
Wow,
dean
amazing.
every year she sponsors,
Everything.
every year she injects thousands of dollars.
What are
In
some of the things you give to these people? The awards, the awardees.
Yeah,
Like,
apart from the certificate,
okay, you certify them.
we satisfy
You
them.
give
We
the
give them certificate.
certificate of recognition.
Yes, and also we buy items for them.
Okay,
We buy
okay,
items for them.
okay, okay,
Items ranging from fabric,
okay.
body lotion, perfume, things like that. Just something
As a
item.
token of
Yeah,
appreciation,
to
recognizing their efforts.
plus the certificate. Yes.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
think that is a commendation, and thanks to the dean of the School of Education because this is very unique.
Hmm.
Probably this could be happening in only in EDUSA. I've not seen
Yes,
it
yes,
in
because
other schools. Yes.
because I could recall last week when we had this first inter sub associations conference that
Okay.
was staged by the SU
The
on
UTGSU.
Thursday.
Okay. Okay.
I was chatting with one of the secretaries general of one of the sub associations,
Okay.
who told me that since they came to office, since they assumed office almost months ago, still now they haven't met their dean.
Still now.
They haven't met their dean.
Wow. That's
Meaning,
so.
even seeing their dean ask a council, it's a problem to them. So, but for us as education students, anytime we can see our dean ask
And
council.
you see the pictures of the
Yeah,
students all over the place.
she sponsors our activities.
Mm-hmm.
She joins our activities anytime. So I can say she is the best deans in
Yeah,
the
one could say
university.
she's the
One could
best in
say
the
when
University
it
of the
comes
Gambia.
to responding to
Yeah,
students'
because
affairs
this would
and
have
stuff.
been in a text on the University of the Gambia. Well, we have seen this in other universities. Each of the department, like School of Education, the best student, overall graduating student, the best. You go to BPA, each of these schools, other universities outside there used to do that.
Yeah.
So, but that is not happening. The university is only focusing on the valedictorian and the second best.
So
So, if Dean is doing it in at the school level, that is School of Education, each
it's
of the field, I think this is
it's
a real
applaudable. Yeah,
commendation. Yeah,
yeah.
she really deserves commendation for that. And thank
So
you, Professor Ajufo, for this initiative. Students appreciate your service. They appreciate your efforts and whatever you are, bringing up. I think she is really, a very proactive and action oriented.
so
She really deserves that commendation.
so
So that was all. We may not talk about much because we also have another sub team that we'll be talking about. So far so good. Can you rate? Can you give your general overview of the EDUSA week, and we just continue with the
yeah,
nationwide.
successfully,
Okay, it was conducted successfully.
successfully. It is, to me, it is the best EDUSA week
Mm-hmm.
among the three EDUSA week that has passed
Okay.
as far as the history of EDUSA is concerned.
Okay.
And I did this comparison using the those who attended, comparing the population of the number of people that attended this one and the previous one. You will see the difference.
The turnout, huh?
The turnout, good. That's the turnout. And
Okay.
also the activities, the number of activities also.
Okay.
Compare this one with the previous ones. You
Okay.
also see the difference. compared and also looking at the number of days.
Okay, the duration.
The first EDUSA week, it was 3 days,
Okay.
if my mind serves me very well.
Yeah.
Last week, sorry, the last year's one, it was from Tuesday to Saturday, 5 days.
5 days. And
But
this
this
year
one
it
we
is a
have,
whole week process
yes, we
from
are
Monday to
from
Saturday,
Monday to Saturday,
complete 1 week.
complete 1 week.
Wow, that is so one could say it was, it was a success, a
Yes,
massive success
yes.
for that month.
Despite the fact that it was staged in Faraba,
It was taken in Faraba in a
so
new
yeah,
environment.
in a
Okay,
new environment with
okay,
all
okay.
those challenges, we will see as well. It
Think
has it has other things that the previous one before it did not
your council
showcase.
deserve a
Yeah, yeah,
commendation for
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right, guys, that is all, from the Secretary General Bireso. We are talking about the EDUSA Week. He concluded that the EDUSA Week was a great success. It was a massive success, comparing the turnout, to previous years when students don't used to come out, because I can remember Dean always complained of that. These
So
are part of the reasons he will always be saying that we don't want to be issuing lecture free week or lecture free days, because for the purpose of itself, students will use this as an opportunity and they will go and embark on other activities. So congratulations to the 14 executive councils once again for staging one of the most, if not the most successful EDUSA week for the first time in Faraba campus, as alluded by the Secretary General. Without wasting much time, we are now moving to another team, that is the sub team, that is the EDUSA Nationwide Tour 2.0 or so. Bire, how many EDUSA week passed before this one? Let's say that was a post. That was a post. Probably one or two. Khalifa Jabi's time, I can remember it happened. And before Khalifa Jabi also it happened. So one could say there were, previously EDUSA was embarking on this. Just that, there was a halt. President point, that it was not happening, but it was revived by the 13th Executive Council, which is a very good thing. And the 14th Executive Council is also about to embark on it. So the first thing that I want us to discuss, I want you to tell us the team. What is this year's team? Was last year's team was very much interesting. It was about the TVET education, and Education Students Association are always known for this. They always come up with interesting teams. They always come up with teams that are very pertinent, left and well in the society. A good example is the face of the EDUSA Week 3.0, the use of harmful drugs. This is something that is very rampant in the society, and they came up with this team, and this is very much important. It is very much timely that they came up with such an important team. So we are expecting them also during this EDUSA Nationwide Tour to come up with an interesting team. Are you interested to know about that one? The Secretary General is here to tell us what did they have for us. What is the team for this year's Nationwide Tour
yeah,
2024?
uh,
Could you enlighten us
yeah.
on
Thank you,
that first
Ismaila.
before we
Thank
proceed?
you, Ismaila. The EDUSA Week is one of the most prime events that the council embarks on. As you
Okay.
have said, uh, yes, EDUSA has been embarking on nationwide tour until the time of the 12th Executive Council. There was a break. The 12th Executive Council could not embark on nationwide tour for reasons known to them, so there was a break.
Okay, that was a
It
pause.
was
Okay.
when the 13th Executive Council came last year that it was revived, and they embarked on a very successful tour. In fact, a tour which is more successful than the previous ones, because it is the tour for the first time that they were able to secure a bus from the university. Yes, tours were being conducted, but they were using their own car, their own
Okay,
vehicles.
vehicles. Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay.
but the last council, the 12th Executive Council, revived the nationwide tour, and
And they're
also
able
were
to
able to
have
secure a
buses.
bus
Okay,
from the
bus from
university
the
from
University
the
of the
University
Gambia.
of the
Wow,
Gambia.
commendable.
So yes, and if you look at the previous tours before the break in the 12th Executive during the time of the 12th Executive Council, if you look at the tours before, you compare the coverage and the last year's tour, you also see that there were some differences. Yes, as usual, the nationwide tour is always accompanied by a team, and the team is mostly a team which is contemporaneous, which is in line
In line
with current issues in our
in our
society.
society. Okay.
Last year, we went on a tour with a team promoting TVEC education,
Private education.
yeah,
Okay.
for more diverse education and development. And it has a sub team which was about promoting girls and
Women education.
women education.
Okay.
Yes, girl and children education rather.
Okay, girls and
So
children
this year
education.
also we are coming with a team and a sub team which are also in line with the burning issues in our society. Because when you are coming up with a team, you have to craft or carve out a team from issues that are burning in our society, from the most talk about issues in our society,
Pertinent issues.
pertinent in our society, because that will help you, one, to tap phone, two, to get much audience, and three, also to make more impact on people. Because if you
Oh,
are
okay.
going for something that people are interested in, that is not talk about, you will realize that the audience will not be that much huge. You will realize that you not also have much impact on people, and you will
That's
realize that
right.
also you not have supports
Mm-hmm.
from institutions or authorities. Yeah. So as you have demanded,
Yes, the audience are, yeah,
I will not
exactly.
have I will not have wanted to, but
Okay, okay,
I will
okay,
unveil the team
okay, okay, okay,
since you have demanded it. Though it is in the pipeline
okay,
of coming,
okay.
because we have already prepared it and we are presently at the secretariat. We are preparing. We are on the concept note. Yes. So today, at least a dispatch will be sent by the IPR ministry
Okay.
to publicize,
Unveil
to
the detail.
unveil the
Then we may
dates,
post it
and
until after
so
that
so.
one.
But
I
if you
hope
want,
so.
also
Yeah, I think
I can.
it may not be necessary. We will be having you people here again
Yeah,
to talk about the
yeah, if
EDUSA,
you want, I can unveil the team, but
the nationwide
it's
tour.
also left to you. But I can unveil it, both the team
Okay,
and the sub team.
okay,
But
okay,
what I also know that I will tax the IPR ministry
okay. To communicate
to
this to the
communicate to the
students
students
officially.
today
Okay,
officially
okay.
about the team, and also
The sub
about
team.
the sub team, and also about the date,
Okay, okay, okay,
and the period to be covered.
okay.
Yes. But if you also demand that I unveil the team, I can do that. It's not a
So
big deal.
let's just post it on and wait for the IPR ministry. After that, this thing we can talk about it. So generally, how are you planning for this as EDUSA Nationwide Tour?
Yes, the preparation is just similar
So that of last
to
year.
that of last year,
Okay.
because last year I served as Deputy Secretary General, where everything was revolving around me, and my boss Yaya. So the preparation is just the same. That is, we have to have what we call logistics preparation, financial preparation. Yes, I think these are the most important thing. Logistics and financial preparation.
Okay.
Logistics in the sense that transportation,
Transportation, yeah.
and also logistics in the sense that we have to have the materials that we require when we are going
For the tour,
for the
okay.
tour, and also finance in the sense that you also have to have what all the financial resources
That are
that it
required.
takes for us to
To
embark
embark
on
on this
this
journey.
tour.
Okay.
So as that being the case, the VP is the chairperson of the
Of the
nationwide tour.
nationwide tour.
Constitutionally, she is the constitutionally sanctioned chairperson of the nationwide tour.
Vice chair.
So
The
chairperson,
care
I mean
person, okay. The
chairperson.
vice president
The
of
vice
EDUSA
president is the constitutionally sanctioned chairperson of the
of
nationwide
the
tour,
nationwide
and
tour.
she
Okay.
will appoint, in consultation with the council, her vice chair.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
right now, I'm working in tandem with her to make sure that all preparations are put in place, and this has to start from identifying the schools
The schools you want to
to be
visit,
visited,
okay, okay,
and
okay.
also our logins, where we are going to lodge and spend the night
Oh, okay,
every
okay,
day. It
okay.
also involves it also involves the 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 the, the, uh, the institutions. Not because we are not only going to schools, but also we will be going to certain institutions,
Okay, maybe community
community
outreach.
outreach,
Okay, okay,
or certain education, like the regional offices.
okay,
Sometimes we go to regional offices. So
okay,
not
okay,
only schools, but
okay,
also some
okay,
education
okay, okay.
institutions.
So are you going to do the same thing like last year? You are going, it is going to last for only 1 week, or are you making any extension?
Yes, this time we are going for 10 days.
You are going for 10 days
Yes,
instead of 1 week?
yes. Last year it was 1 week, from on the 10th of July to the 16th of July or 17th of July, if I can recall very well, because we went on Monday and came back on Sunday last year. But
Okay.
this year we want to return it to its traditional settings.
Okay, it was 10 days before.
Traditionally, it used to be 10 days. Yeah. So last year, because of some issues here and there, we were
Okay.
able to slice it to 7 days.
For 7 days.
But this
Okay.
time,
Okay.
the vice president said that he wants to take it back to its traditional
I
situation.
hope you guys are also putting it in a strategical manner in such a way that it will not affect exams, because going to the schools for this nationwide tour and you realize that schools are on exams, that is also going to be something else.
Yes, we
Though we
have.
are yet to unveil the date, from you, it's not yet unveiled. So, but I believe it is, if it is fixed in such a way that it is going to favor students. Like if you go to the schools, for the tour, it will not make them in exams.
Yes, last year that was one of the issues that hampered some of the success that could have been registered.
Achieved. Okay.
Because last year we went at a time where schools were having their exams, and most of the schools couldn't give us that accessibility because
To,
they
to,
were
to,
on
to interact with the
yeah, because
students.
they were
Okay.
on exam. Even the
Okay.
schools that gave us the accessibility, we were not able to get that large or huge number of
The
students
audience.
that
Okay.
we
The large
wanted.
audience you
So of
targeted.
course it affected
Okay.
it. So
Oh, okay.
putting that into consideration, this year
Things are going to be different.
things will be different. In fact,
Okay.
our first schedule of nationwide tour will have been, in fact, very early June, early
Okay.
June.
Okay.
But
Early June.
because of a change in
Okay.
the university calendar, which led to the shift
Okay.
of the exams, to
Okay. It's
to, to
coming after the exams.
yeah, yeah. So we also changed the date, but it's coming immediately after the exams.
Okay. You
Yeah,
are going to
yeah,
embark on
yeah,
the
yeah.
education
After the
nationwide
exam, we
tour.
are going to embark on it. I'm
Okay.
so this time it's not going to class with the school's exams. Yeah,
Quickly, what are some of the activities you plan to embark during the nationwide
yeah.
tour?
The activities will be presentation, meeting schools,
Okay.
school children, school
Okay.
authorities,
School authorities.
talking
Okay.
to them on our team, because the
Okay.
team is the team is related to an issue which is very crying in our society,
Okay.
both within the four cardinal points of the educational sector and also within the four cardinal points of our national development policies.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the team is in line with that. I will have unveiled it here, but since officially
It's not yet
it's
unveiled.
not yet
Okay.
unveiled,
Okay. Then
so
yeah,
I will have
you
kept it
may
for
preserve it
now
until we invite you
until
back.
I tax you the IPR ministry
Okay.
to unveil to the students
Okay.
tonight. Then from there we can talk about it. But I'm sure it's a team which is very interesting, and a team also that will captivate people's attention.
So
Also,
those are the
authority
activities
attention.
you'll be
Yeah,
embarking
yes,
on:
yes, yeah.
presentations,
Presentation,
community
community
outreach.
outreach. Yes. Also, yeah, because we don't always want to be, embarking on only presentation and community outreach, but also there are some sporting activities like
Sporting
after
activity.
our daily
Okay.
events,
Okay. Okay.
when you
Okay.
come back to our residence in the
Resident.
evening, we
Okay.
can go to some sporting activities, football and the like. So that also will come in between. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I think that is also something,
yeah.
that is
Because I can recall
interesting. Yeah.
last year when we went to Brikama, we had a match there with their school staff
Yeah, that
and,
is
and
that is
other
very
schools.
good.
So that also we do it in the evening when we
Yeah.
are back. Yeah, we
Yeah, I
do that.
think I don't have much to say now. We
Yeah.
just have to wrap up the program here. As had him enough, we talk about everything regarding the EDUSA Nationwide Tour.
Mhm.
That is, there are various activities in the store, ranging from presentation, meeting educational offices like the regional office, community outreach, sporting activities, and many more that will be unveiled during the course of the EDUSA Nationwide Tour. So it is going to be a that of unique one. And one thing, okay, you are yet to discuss about the advert, the tickets. When I know we will come to all that one, yeah. When the team is unveiled, the preparations, the ticket, and everything, we are going to talk about it. And you already promised that the date is fixed in such a way that is going to favor students. This is coming after the exam, so you don't need to be worried saying that when are you having the tour? Is it before the exam or after exam? It is coming after the exam, and they put it in such a way that it is not going to affect school activities. So be ready and be following the communiques from the 14th Executive Council through the IPR Ministry. You are going to be communicated the date of the nationwide tour, the duration of the nationwide tour, and also the team and the sub team. They are all going to be unveiled as rightly said by the Secretary General. The IPR Ministry is going to make that publication today. They are going to announce this to students. When is the nationwide tour taking place? The duration and everything regarding the nationwide tour, the team, the sub team, everything is going to be discussed. And once again, we are about to conclude the program. All what I want to say is just different thanks to Fine TV, as I always say, for hosting us today and also covering this program. We cannot thank them enough. They are very unique. Fine TV to EDUSA, they are very unique. Their role is very crucial. The Secretary General said it. They were the only media house that was very consistent, covering the entire week. The EDUSA Nationwide Tour, a lot of students could not attend it, but they are following the program via Fine TV, and they were bringing live events that were happening there. So thank you, Fine TV. You always pray that God salvate the media house. We always pray that let the media house be one of those progressive media houses in the country. And until then, bye from us. And thank you for listening to us. See us in next week, Sunday. I will be bringing back the Secretary General or the leadership of 14 Executive Council to talk about the same thing. That is the EDUSA Nationwide Tour 2024. Thank you all.